What or who motivated you to become the artist you are today?
Okay, that's a that's a big question. I always liked the arts. I always drew as a child, so that was always part of my life. But I did well in school. My art teacher just asked me if I had considered doing this as a profession to become an artist. And that's the first time that I actually considered making a life of it. And the next semester I switched to fine arts.
What do you do to help yourself to calm down when you're really stressed about a project?
Okay, so that's still something I work on. I try not to procrastinate. I try to never leave things to the last minute. Decreases my stress level.
What's the importance you give to teamwork in the projects you execute?
Teamwork. And that's really, really important. Coming together and discussing projects and working with people who don't necessarily see things my way, that's always very, very welcome. I think in my work, but I think philosophically in general, it's something I really love. So I look for projects that where I can collaborate with people.
Do you see yourself doing this job for a very long time?
Oh yes, I hope to be like Louise Bourgeois. I hope, yes.
Yeah.
I hope I can do this to my 90s.
Oh. What's the biggest challenge you've ever had to achieve?
The biggest challenge, okay. One of the challenges was deciding to have a child. So to have this family life, but to still work as an artist and decide that I was going to be a full-time artist. It's a challenge, but it's also wonderful. That every project is a challenge. If they weren't challenges, then they wouldn't be project and they wouldn't be so interesting. Every project is different. Every day is different. There's never a routine or for some people that's highly stressful. And for me, it's really it's something very precious.
It is hard to balance your personal life and your professional life.
Always, yes, always. But definitely, it's always difficult. If I have to travel, I have to make sure that my son is okay at school, that my husband's going to be okay in his professional life, and so it's always like it's like a little dance, right? It's always looking for the comfortable, a comfortable place for me as an individual, as a professional, and a comfortable place for the family life. And
what's the project you are working on right now?
Okay, right now I'm working on this fabulous project in Granby with Troisième Impérial. It's called CLAC. It's a project that brings together students at the CEGEP and members of the History Society of Granby. So I'm working there on my own research, and I'm also planning events and doing work with and for the students there. So that's taking a lot of my time. And I'm working right now finishing drawings for a drawing exhibition in Sherbrooke. In January. So that's a lot of fun because there's going to be a lot of drawings exhibited with objects.
Nice.
It's over!
Okay, is that okay for you guys?
Yes, thank you so much.